What's up and welcome to a brand new NLL Now. I'm Mark Donahue and you're in my office for a brand new LaxAllStars.com produced show dedicated to the National Lacrosse League. We'll cover our media poll rankings, have highlights and analysis, show off sick never before seen goals like this.
I rock, I'm high, young future, I do move in the spot. Jewels on my neck, stay smooth, you and I make moves, you forget, you choose when to stop. 5 girls all around, you gon' watch. They know I'm a rock star, you know I can move. Smooth in the mind, go block it, you can't stop. Party, pop it like a body. Eye for an eye, can I fucked up, now I love up. Gotta leave the club, cause I put my bucks up. On the couch, I'm kicking it, no nunchucks.
And we'll make sure to talk with a different lacrosse all-star about what's going on around the league. This week, we start with Brendan Fowler of the Vancouver Stealth. We couldn't have him by video, but we've got him on the phone. Brendan, how you doing, buddy?
Great. How are you guys?
Great, man. You had the weekend off. What did you spend the time doing?
Relax. Slow down the travel a bit. You know, between coaching with the Face-Off Academy and playing, I've been on a fair amount of airplanes, so the least amount of time I could spend in a car, on a plane, traveling, I did. So just relaxed, nothing crazy, hung out with some friends, watched Super Bowl. Nice to kind of recharge the batteries. I'm pumped to get back after it against Colorado this Sunday coming up.
Hopefully you're a Pats fan. Being a rookie in the league, did you spend most of that time watching film and breaking down other guys, or how do you really prepare when you have time off?
No, definitely spend some time watching some film. You know, travel unless you definitely have more time in the day. So, yeah, watch our last few games, watch some games coming up, watch some just other teams play each other. You know, I think for me, how I kind of prepare for training camp and getting ready to try to play in this league was watching a lot of film. It's something I'm going to continue to keep doing, you know, throughout this season. You know, I just think the more I can watch, the more I can study, you know, the best guys who play, the better it's going to make me.
So is that what this is about, is making you the best player that you can be, or why did you even pursue this NLL and box lacrosse thing in the first place?
Yeah, you know, I always thought it was something really cool, you know, at watching indoor. I really wasn't exposed to it ever until I probably got out of college. I remember watching Mike Manley, who's a Duke guy, play. Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. But I haven't really been healthy coming out of the last couple of MLL seasons. And I was moving last year and a lot of different stuff. So this year, you know, I was set and I was like, I turned 25 in December. I'm like, if I'm going to do it, you know, this got to be the year I'm going to make a run at it. So I'm happy I did. It's a lot of fun. You know, it's a new sport. It's exciting. There's nothing I love more than playing. So, you know, the league I can play in that many more games a year, it's great. So I really enjoyed it. Really happy I made the choice, you know, to give it a shot this year.
Well, there's so very few guys doing this, right, between the MLL and the NLL. Why did you do it? Why do you think there's so little overlap, and what's really different between both games?
The face-offs are a little different. You're further away from the ball. So the way it's set up, there's like a dot, and there's 2 lines you have to put your stick on. So you're further from the ball than you are in outdoor. But I think the biggest thing is that you need to be able to take D shifts and runs. You can't just face off and get off, right? So I've been playing defense. You know, the couple of games I played so far, and I'm taking some more shifts, I think, recently. Obviously, it's a learning curve, right? If you're an American playing the 2-man game, playing box D is definitely different. But you got to be willing to obviously learn how to play defense, and they can't really afford to dress a guy who can't play, who just faces off, right? So just because the amount of guys that dress and the pace of the game, and how tiring it is, you need a guy who can do a little bit of both. So I'm not sure why more guys don't try it. I think it's definitely tough, but you know, I found the transition to be, if you put a lot of work in, you know, it's tough at first, but you can pick up on it pretty quick if you really want to study it and be the best you can be at it.
So it seems like you've had to spend a lot more time on defense and carrying the ball on the offensive side. We've seen a handful of shots on goal. What have you been working on to make yourself a better lacrosse player outside of the draw circle? And for kids that want to be like you in the field game, do you encourage them to play box? And what do you tell them to do if they want to make themselves a more well-rounded lacrosse player?
Yeah, definitely. So I think it's improved me. Just, you know, I played, I think, 5 games so far. You know, I've improved a ton as a player. Just, you know, in these 5 games and a couple weeks of training camp. Yeah, I think I've always looked at myself kind of as like an athlete first, and that's I think all kids should. Like, even if you're a face-off guy, right? I played football, wrestled, played lacrosse in college. Played every sport growing up. Having to find my niche in college, I was face-offs were kind of my thing, and I had a lot of success with them. But I think if you want to be the best face-off guy, you can be. The more sports, the more different things you do, the more things you compete in that are a little different, I think, is the better it is. So box, yeah, I think your stick skills are going to get a lot better. You'll understand. You'll be a better communicator. Obviously, you have to talk a lot more on defense than you do. Not that it's not important to talk in field, but obviously a lot more in box with how many picks are being set and how close proximities are. Understand shooting lanes. Obviously, I think I'm close. I've I've got a couple good takes on Cage. I haven't buried one yet, but I'm close. Since obviously makes me a lot more accurate shooter. I think my stick skills and shooting things have improved, immensely over the past few months. So I think, yeah, I would definitely encourage anyone, whether they're a face-off guy or not, or I think if they can play some box to get in there, I think it's going to make you a more well-rounded player. And you'll work some skills, have to work on some things that you maybe don't have to as much in the field game.
Well, it seems like there is a lot to work on. Is that something your teammates and your coaches are helping you with? How did this predominantly group of Canadians help you into the box game? Do they receive you well, or has it been kind of an uphill battle learning a sport that they've kind of dominated for years, but you're just now walking into?
No, my teammates and coaches are some of the best guys I've been around, in any sport. They've been super supportive. Well, again, for me going in training camp, I knew Chris O'Doherty. Obviously, he's an American who's had a hell of a career playing box. And I still do it, but I really didn't know anyone. I was like, these guys could accept me. They could not like me because I'm an American coming into play. Like, who knows? Like, I really had no idea. I mean, those guys couldn't be more supportive and helpful. From day one I was there. Every time coming off the floor on defense, they're giving me tips. Hey, this is really good, but you want to try this there, or sag back here, communicate there. So those guys are really helpful. For camp, I just try to come in. I'm like, I can control how good a shape I'm in. I can control my attitude and all that stuff. I can't control how many box reps I've got in my life just because it's not very readily available for me to play. Actually, before I went to training camp this year, I'd never played a box game or really put on box pads or anything before. So it was a quick learning curve, but man, those guys were so supportive and helpful. I think if I was on another team where they weren't, it might have probably been a lot harder for me to make it, and have some success. But these guys, again, can't speak highly enough, our coaches and players. It's one of the funnest, most supportive groups I've been around, and I've had a blast playing with them.
So everyone in the NLL's goal is to win the Champions Cup, right? Are you going to make a break for it as soon as the MLL season starts, or how will you handle the overlap?
Yeah, so I will. I'm obviously, committed to playing for the Vancouver Stealth. So as far as our season goes, I'll be playing with them, and I will pick up the MLL. Yeah, as soon as we're done. So I know we overlap 2 games in the regular season and then playoffs, but yeah, I'll stick with the Stealth. I committed to playing with them. I told them that. We talked about it. They were awesome, and they gave me the flexibility to play with Team USA in January, which they definitely didn't have to do. Could have given me a really hard time about that and made it tough, but they did. So, and I told them I'd commit to them. I told them I was going to miss that game, and then anything else we had the rest of the season, I'd be there. So, fully committed to them, and then, as soon as they're done, then I'll pick up the field thing, obviously, look, at least I have a stick in both sports, in college. It's kind of how I did football and lacrosse. I would play football in the fall. Maybe I'd grab my stick once or twice on a bye weekend here, but I'd really just commit to football full time. And then as soon as it was done, take a day or two, take 2-3 days off, relax the body a little bit, and then right into lacrosse. So, I'll stick. I know that's kind of how I've done things forever. I don't want to try to juggle 2 at once. I want to really focus on playing box and be the best box player I can. And the day that season ends, then I'm going to try to be the best field player I can as soon as that's done.
Awesome, Brendan. Thanks for joining us, man. That's all I'll take of your time. If any of you at home have any questions for Brendan about the Stealth, about transitioning to box lacrosse, you can email editor@laxallstars.com. We'll catch up with him, and we'll try to answer them on next week's show. So for now, let's get to the rankings. These rankings come from our laxallstars.com media poll, which is comprised of me, Ryan Conwell, Tyson from the NLL, Inside Lacrosse, and Lax Power's computer rankings. We're open to adding more media members each and every week to make this thing more comprehensive, but for now, this is what we've got. So number 9, Buffalo Bandits. Number 8, the Vancouver Stealth. Number 7, the New England Black Wolves. Number 6, the Rochester Nighthawks. Number 5, the Colorado Mammoth. And number 4, the Calgary Roughnecks. From here out, we're going to let the top 3 teams speak for themselves, ending the show with all the goals of the week. See you guys again next time. Number 3, the Saskatchewan Rush. Number 2, the Georgia Swarm. And the top spot of the week goes to the Toronto Rock.